Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Today's video is going to be slightly different. We're going to be doing some Rainbow Six Siege tips and tricks. We're going to be learning a bunch of stuff. This is going to be a video which is going to be really useful. It's short, 6 minutes, and you can really learn all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's one of these videos which, you'll learn things that you never thought you'd really need, but in a game you can face yourself in these situations actually needing to use it. And it's always good to use it. And I mean, if if you're a good Siege player, you'll understand the fact that knowledge is key in this game. So without further ado, let's get started. One of the first ones is that you can stim people through bullet holes. Now, obviously, through the ground that may be a bit hard because of the angle and stuff like that, but if it's horizontal, it'll be a lot easy, and if it's on a vertical wall, you can do that super easy. Just shoot one bullet hole, make sure your friend stands in the front of the bullet, and then shoot it. It works, it's just I didn't get the points because it was an enemy, but, it worked. So, and also one key thing is when playing Pulse, obviously a lot of people will only play Pulse from below. You can actually play Pulse from above, which is probably very confusing, but this is very overpowered, as a lot of people won't worry if they have a Pulse. So, they won't worry, they don't really think about it, but you can place C4s there as well. We'll go into that a bit later. Another thing, if you don't have a bandit, you can use a mirror. Either one works, because when you place a mirror, it gets rid of the reinforced wall on the other side, creating it to break, meaning that anything on it will break. A tip for Frost: if you are going to be placing a Frost map, place it slightly off to the side of it, so that when they vault in, it'll be a lot harder to shoot. Or you could place 2 and try and get them out. Or you could be the most toxic Frost player in the world and place 3 and get the whole enemies. It works, and some people just don't learn. So obviously a lot of people tend to know the punch hole tricks, but in my opinion they don't really work, as it's very, very obvious. So I tend to just shoot a plus sign with bullets, and then you can easily see it, and it doesn't have any really big rubble and any sort of scraps and stuff like that all around. This one is going to be pre-placing a C4. A lot of people don't do this, but it works very, very well. You place a pre-placed C4, then when you hear someone vault in, you activate it, and it works. As you can see, it's through the ground. You can't hear it from above, meaning it's completely stealthy. But obviously, in certain places, it will be. Some people may see it because they may hear it. If they have an IQ, they will see it as well. Next one. If you're playing bandit, if you're going to be bandit tricking, shoot holes in the walls, meaning it's one extra layer which you can hear through. It's one extra layer that the sound doesn't have to, penetrate through, meaning that you're able to hear it a lot easier. So when you are bandit tricking, this will be a quite useful tip. You don't have to do the whole wall, just, around the middle bit for that, if they're going to be playing thermite or something. Now, this one is obviously going to be destroying the glass. As you can see, I just shot the glass and it all broke. Now I can hear it a lot easier. That is one extra layer like before that you can actually hear through it. You can also you can prep a window for vaulting. If you hit it 2 below at the bottom, because it takes 3 melees to break it, then you can vault over. So just do 2, and then you can vault in when you hear someone's sound, when you hear someone outside, stuff like that. Then you can just vault in like this. I heard someone below, and I prepped the window for run out, and then I hopped out, and then I killed her. Next, this is going to be slightly a different one. Obviously, I pinged the window, and then I ashed it. And you can ash charge through bullet holes, just like the dog stim. It's a pretty sneaky tip. I don't know if you can do it from below. I haven't tried it, so make sure to experiment, do all sorts of stuff. And as well as Capital can do it through as well. He can do it with both his smokes as well as his flames. And it is very overpowered if you are going to be, if someone's camping there but you don't want to spray or give away your position, you can just do that. You could also do it from below if you just shoot a little hole, stuff like that. You can also identify enemies from pinging their gadgets. If you want to destroy a mirror, you can use a Maverick blowtorch to burn out all of the support beams through the reinforced wall. It's just located at the top left, the top right, and bottom left. As you can see, it looks like a little, like a minus symbol coming through the wall. You'll be able to tell because obviously the reinforced wall has pluses. But as you can see, it completely destroys the mirror and there will be nothing there. Also, if you are playing Maverick, you can vault through any wall, a reinforced or a soft wall, by just doing this, just burning a small ring. I made it slightly too small, so just make sure that you go all the way to the ground. You've got to get them little footsies in. But that is a really good trick if you are going to be vaulting. It is quite quiet as well, because obviously his burn is pretty quiet. IQ's gadgets can go up to 20 meters. You can locate bombs, drones, defenders' phones when they're on cams, all sorts. You can even locate Vigil from his backpack, as it's an electronic. You can see it will come out as that, but it doesn't have very much range. Now, Thermite can place his stuff on, electrified walls, but it's only when you let go of it that it gets destroyed. This means that you can shorten the time that Bandit has time to bandit trick by just placing it down, and then capturing it while it's being placed down, and then it will get destroyed just before it. If this was useful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all in the next one. Like for part 2.